Before we get this video started, make sure you guys hit like. If you haven't done so yet, hit subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind joining my membership, it only costs you 99 cents. If you'd do that, it would be appreciated. It really helps this channel out. It would really mean a lot to me. Is there really anything more American than that? An eagle holding a flag, which is very appropriate for today's video. Hi guys, how is everybody doing today? I'm currently in Mount Morris, New York, and today we're going to talk about, and I'm going to introduce you to somebody. His name is Francis Bellamy. He is most known for being the author of the Pledge of Allegiance. And we're going to talk about a little bit about that today. Trying not to get the sun in my face so you guys can see. But the video is going to be put into two different pieces. As you can see, currently in Mount Morris, New York, there's no snow on the ground. But I already filmed the second part of this video. And that was in Rome, New York, where Frances Bellamy's grave is at, and there was like a foot and a half of snow over there. So this video is going to be like two totally different things, but it'll all make sense. I'll get it to come together. All right, so stand by. All right, so we're going to walk down here, and we're going to look at Frances Bellamy's childhood home, and we'll talk a little bit about him on the way there. It's literally right there. You can see it. Francis Bellamy was born May 18th, 1855, right here in Mount Morris, New York. And he died August 28th, 1931, in Tampa, Florida. The house was built in 1848. And Francis Bellamy lived here for the first 5 years of his life. Then he moved to Rome, New York, and eventually he settled in Tampa, Florida, which is why he is buried in Rome, New York. He wrote the pledge in 1892, although it underwent several revisions. The main Pledge of Allegiance is still accredited to him. One that underwent 4 different versions, but the main part of it is still him. The Pledge of Allegiance was adopted for all classrooms by the U.S. Congress in 1942. And in 1954, in response to the communist threat at the time, President Eisenhower encouraged Congress to add the words "under God," creating the 31-word pledge we say today. Bellamy's daughter objected to this alteration, and this, my friends, is Francis Bellamy's house, childhood house, where he was born and lived here for the first 5 years of his life. And they got a cool historical marker here. It says, birthplace of Francis Bellamy, 1855 to 1931, author of the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. And he lived right here. Now, the pledge that we have today was not originally what it said. The original pledge was, "I pledge allegiance to my flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." So we're going to head back to my vehicle. A little bit more history about the pledge was that he wrote the Pledge of Allegiance to mark the 400th anniversary of the arrival of Christopher Columbus in the Americas. And Christopher Columbus is a whole new subject that I don't want to get into on this channel right here, because I don't think he was really what everybody says he was. So, but that's for another subject. That's for another time. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. This is actually pretty main street, a pretty main road. Where there's a lot of traffic, a lot of big trucks going. Okay, so you guys saw his house, and the next clip is going to be the video I took over in Rome. So the next time you see me, I will be in Rome, New York. Like I said, it's already been filmed. I just got to edit it all together. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's a historical marker for the grave of Frances Bellamy. Think you can tell where he's at? Alright guys, so all that is going to bring me to Rome, New York, at Rome Cemetery, and that's where Frances Bellamy is buried at. And I certainly apologize for this video, but I got a foot of snow to contend with. But anyways, if you come to Rome Cemetery, you come just up the road, there's a couple signs that you'll see that direct you right toward them. And this, my friends, is where Frances Bellamy is buried at. At the bottom here it says, I pledge allegiance to my flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You got this big obelisk here. And over here, it says, Marl Bellamy, wife of Francis Bellamy. Yeah, so the guy that penned the Pledge of Allegiance is buried right here. Doesn't get too much more historical than that.